Hey there! Have you ever wondered how those text-generating AI models work? Well, let me introduce you to the exciting world of prompt engineering. In simple terms, prompt engineering is all about providing instructions and context to language models so they can complete tasks more accurately and efficiently. So, what are prompts? Think of them as a set of instructions and context that we give to language models. A prompt typically consists of 4 elements: instruction, context, input data, and output indicator. The instruction tells the model what we want it to do, while the context provides extra information to help the model understand the task better. Input data is the text or data we want the model to work with, and the output indicator specifies the type of response we expect. One important setting to consider when working with language models is determinism. This refers to how much control the model has over generating completions. If we set it to be very deterministic, it'll stick to more predictable and familiar phrasings based on what it learned from its training data. But if we set it to be less deterministic, it'll have more freedom to generate more creative and unexpected results. For example, if we're using it for a specific purpose, like writing an article or marketing campaign, we should use a more deterministic setting to make sure the text stays on topic and makes sense. But, if we're using it for creative writing or brainstorming, using a less deterministic setting can encourage more diverse and exciting ideas. To use prompts effectively, we need to set the parameters appropriately for the task, provide clear and concise instructions, use relevant context, and experiment with different types of prompts. There are various types of prompts we can use for different tasks, such as text summarization, question answering, text classification, role-playing, and code generation. For text summarization, we can provide context such as the title or first sentence of the text, and then ask the model to generate a summary in one sentence. For question answering, we can provide relevant context and then ask the model a specific question based on that context. For text classification, we can provide a text and ask the model to classify it based on some predefined categories. We can also use prompts for more creative purposes like role-playing and code generation. For role-playing, we can provide a dialogue prompt and then ask the model to respond as a specific character or persona. For code generation, we can provide some information about the problem and then ask the model to generate code that solves the problem. To make language models work better for different tasks, it's essential to experiment with different types of prompts to generate more diverse and creative responses. We can also use prompt engineering techniques to fine-tune the model on a specific dataset or adjust the parameters of the model to optimize performance. If you're interested in a career in prompt engineering, you can start by loading the necessary libraries and configurations, including your OpenAI API key. A basic example of how to generate text using OpenAI's API is to set parameters for the prompt, define the prompt itself, generate a completion based on the prompt, and print the generated text. By following the tips we've discussed, you can use prompts to achieve your desired outcomes more accurately and efficiently. To improve your prompt engineering skills, you can learn advanced techniques like fine-tuning models for specific tasks and using natural language processing to analyze and improve your prompts. In conclusion, prompt engineering is an essential skill to make the most out of language models for various applications.